So I put a poll in my Facebook story and I asked a simple question because I want to know how many business owners follow me and how many business owners that's out there. I just want to know. So if you're new to my page, welcome. My name is Yolanda Mead. I am based out of the Philadelphia area, in the Delaware area. But if you not know on my profile, I do taxes. I also do corporate taxes, nonprofit taxes, also individual taxes. But I also are in the credit industry. But we're going to talk to you about taxes. So if you see the caption on the top, it says talk tax. Text Talk Tuesdays, and we're going to talk about the business owner checklist. So if you're new to my live, put a one in the chat. If you're coming back, put a two. How you doing? But sorry if you see me bouncing around from screen to screen because I'm trying to bring this up because I like to show everyone very key information when I'm talking about certain things that I'm talking about. So if you are a business owner, if you know a business owner, tag them in this video because you don't want them to miss out on this information that I'm going to share with you guys because it's definitely going to help you out if you are a business owner at the same time and you running into some problems when it comes to taxes. So definitely, if you know anyone that's a business owner, tag them in this video because you don't want them to miss out because I'm going to share with you guys some important information. So, what we're going to be talking about is the business owner checklist, the guidance, how to maximize your deduction, how to get some things in place for you guys at the same time. So, you probably want to take a screenshot. You probably want to put your questions in the chat because I'm going to answer them too. But when we talking about the different type of industries, when we talking about taxes and businesses, you have to determine what is your tax requirement, what is your structure. Is your business, are you a partnership? Are you a sole proprietor? Are you a LLC or you a corporation? These are some things we need to know because we talking about income that needs to be taxed, self-employment as well, also payroll, etc. When we talking about taxes, we're looking at the federal and we're looking at the state and also looking at state taxes and also local taxes. So it's requirements for different type of structure how you have your business. So it's definitely important for you to know, are you a LLC? Are you a sole proprietor? Are you a partnership? Or are you a corporation? Are you a S corp? Or are you a C corp? So definitely you want to know what that structure is. That's how your tax professional be able to guide you in the best way to get some things taken care of for you. Now, at the same time, you need to know, this is very important. You need to know the dates of the filing. Do you file annually? Do you file quarterly? Do you file, how do you file? Because when you're in that tax season, we want to make sure you're going to avoid these penalties because when penalties happen, it comes with interest. So if you are a sole proprietor, LLC, right? Your tax filing date is April 15th. You have until April 15th to file your taxes. If you are a S corp, you have until March 15th. Keep that in mind, March 15th to file your taxes. And if you are a C corp, you have until April 15th to file your taxes. So if you do quarterly, you can break this up. I always tell businesses, if your business is profitable throughout the whole year, you want to make sure you start paying quarterly taxes. Do not do annually, do quarterly. So them quarterly dates are different. You have April 15th, September 15th, and then you have the beginning of the year on the 15th. So know your structure, know how you're supposed to get everything taken care of for yourself, right? So we want to make sure you avoid them penalties. Also, these are some things that you use for tax deductions to maximize, right? Home office. We want to know the percentage. If you are a home office business or you do everything at home, we need to know the percentage to put in their expenses. A business that you do meals and entertainments. Do you go have business meetings? Are you talking about business? If you go to dinner, save your receipts. It's very important that you save your receipts. Vehicle expenses. If you're going to deduct the mileage or you're going to do the actual vehicle expenses. We need to know that, especially if I have anyone on my page that does DoorDash or they do Amazon Flex or you do Uber or Lyft. If you decide to use the vehicle expenses, it's very important. There's different apps out there for you guys to use to track the mileages at the same time. Also, if you pay contractors or you have employees, W-2, salary, bonuses, 1099s, these are things that we need to know to help you max out on that credit. But now we're going to tap into some little bit more business equipment, supplies, computer, software, business cards, business flyers. What are you using to buy for you to keep running your business? Do you have a retirement set up? Do you contribute to a self IRA account or a 401k? So those are some things we need to look at to make sure we can put them on your taxes to help you. Health insurance, the premium can be written off based off if you pay a plan for you and your employees. So that's important to keep in mind. So also, when you have a business, it's very important that you are big on record keeping and documentation. If you do not have these things, I'm going to encourage you right now to go to get a bookkeeper for your business. Get a bookkeeper. They're going to help you get your books in line. They're going to make sure all that part in your business is taken care of. I know when we start businesses, this is our baby. We want to do everything. We want to have everything to the T. We want to control everything. But if the finance part is not a part of your skill tactic and you're more of like a producer, pass that task off to someone that likes numbers or that likes to do bookkeeping. Don't do everything yourself because things get mixed up. So when we're talking about bookkeeping, we're talking about tracking the income, how the money's being coming in. Do we have to do a balance sheet? Do we have to look at the bank statements? Do we have to see what's accounts receivable or what's payable, what's being credited, what's being debit? So we need to know these things. What are the expenses? It is different type of softwares out here to help you do that. I do bookkeeping services with my clients. I use QuickBooks because I like QuickBooks, but it is more than one type of software out there that I'm getting familiar with, but I've been always using QuickBooks. Also, keep your receipts. Receipts is very important. File about a month. Get a big folder at the dollar store. You can file what was your expenses for January all the way up to December, but you file it each month. The good thing what I tell people, because receipts fade away, they fade. So two things, you could download an app to upload the receipts, or you can also copy them so they won't fade, right? Keep any receipts that's business related. It's very important that you keep them things. You maintain employment and contract records at the same time. Track the wages, track the 1099s, track the W-2s. You got to show proof when you're writing these things off. Stay organized. Being organized is very important. Keep your records for your business use for your home and your car. So if you use your car for business, we want to know what you're going to use the car for. Is it on your calendar? Because if the IRS decide to do an audit, we have proof to back that up. Well, this client had a business meeting. He drove from here and then he drove back. So it's very important we keep in track of these things.
Robux?
Not right now, Kaden.
Oh,
Kaden
man.
wants to come in and ask for Robux. Go in your room.
Okay, but mommy, I tried to get this.
Okay. When I'm finished, go in your room. We'll talk about it.
All right.
So, and sorry, it's hard when you a mom at the same time and run a business, but I make it work. So common mistakes to avoid. So keep in mind, common mistakes, missing tax deadlines. Make sure you pay attention to the dates when you need to file, right? If you need to file an extension, you need to do that right away. Also, keeping track of your records. We went over that. Misclassify workers. Know the difference between an employee and an independent contractor. Understanding self-tax employment. You need to know these things. Pretty much they help you with your tax burden. Forgetting about estimate taxes. Business owners must file quarterly. I always say do quarterly. That helps you avoid penalties. And also consult with a tax professional, which I'm one of them. Those are some common things you can avoid. But if you have any questions related to taxes, put it in the comments. I'm going to be reading them if you have any, or you can send me a message directly. I'll answer your questions there. But this is pretty much a business owner checklist. If you have any business, if you do hair, if you're a barber, or you might, how can I say, You have a boutique, you're a makeup artist, you need to be tracking your business. It's okay that we use these little, cash payments. Oh, they pay me in cash. Okay, go to the dollar store and get a receipt book. So you can track it at the same time. Kiki paid me $200, do her hair on this day. You gave her a copy, you have a copy for yourself. So it's always important that you keep documentation because you can't come to a tax professional and say, "Well, I made 6,000 for my business." Okay, do you have proof of the income? Do you have proof of the expenses? Those are some things we need to check on and make sure so we can help out. So if you have questions, reach out to me. This year I'm doing something different. One of my EROs gave me this idea and I'm loving it. She was like, "Hey, let's see what we can do." So if you saw in my little caption or my profile picture, if you file taxes with me, you will be in a raffle to win a 50 I said 55, but I'm gonna do 65-inch screen, flat screen TV when you file with us. That puts you in a raffle and we want to see who's going to win. That raffle will be pulled at the end of tax season. So, if you have any questions that's related to what I just went over, if you have any tax questions, reach out to me. I will try my best and make it important to come on live every Tuesday with you guys with some new information and updates with the IRS. If you looked on my page, I'm sorry, I'm multitasking at the same time. If you looked on my page and I talked about the recovery rebate credit, if you have not received that credit in 2021, the IRS will start sending them payments out at the end, I want to say mid January. You will start seeing like deposits going into your bank account. If you close your bank account, the IRS is going to get a notification from your bank that this bank is closed. Your bank is going to send that payment back to the IRS, and the IRS will send a check to the mailing address. If you have not updated your address with the IRS, you simply need to fill out a form and send it to the IRS and say, "Hey, my address has been changed." And also, you need to update that with the post office too, that your address is changed. Because if they send you a check and they say you didn't get it, it's because you moved, well, you didn't update your information that needs to with the IRS. So definitely, if you have questions regarding this information, I'm gonna go back so people can take a screenshot of the dates when the file so they can avoid penalties. So it's very important. So quarterly, you have an April 15th, June 15th, September 15th, and January 15th. If you file your taxes annually and you're a sole proprietor, you have until April 15th with your LLC. S Corps, March 15th. C Corps, April 15th. This is how you're going to be able to avoid penalties and interest. So do not miss your deadlines. Do not miss your deadlines at all. If you have questions, reach out to me. I'm more than welcome to help you out. If you're looking for a new tax professional this year, reach out to me. I'll definitely can help you out. Everyone stay tuned. I got a 4:30 appointment that I have to take. So talk soon. See you guys next Tuesday.